导导，喂，
嗨，
好久不见，导导，你好，你好，
好久不见，好久不见呀！
身体好吗？身体好吗？
不错，不错，不错。
可以啊，可以啊，很棒，很棒。哎，导导，你的头发很酷的嘛？这个是新的吗？对呀，酷的，你很棒啊。导导，这个是一个什么人呢？
这个就是今天我们要讲的 project Book of Job that we done together。他的头发型那更酷哎。
Very cool, very cool. Yeah.
So let's talk about the Book of Job then. It's a great memory.
Yeah.
这是很棒的记忆，很棒的记忆。我们一起完成的一个项目，一个作品。
可以。So David, the reason I called you is because our project with SOW, the Book of Job, is already in different countries. It's been seen by more than 15,000 views on YouTube. It's circulated and it's beginning to, people are beginning to be able to view it and see it and, be touched by it. So I think that it's the perfect time for us to give them some background on the project and our cooperation with SOW, and also kind of conclude with the prayer or something like that, So that's kind of what I called you here for. And guys, I'm the writer and the actor, and Dao is the director and producer of the Book of Job, both the English and the Chinese version.
SOW stands for Spring of Water, International Ministry, 播种国际事工。I remember I met our producer Susan. 她是非常棒的制作人。她在台北邀请我们来做这个 Book of Job project. When she invited us to do the project, I thought about you right away. I think you're a perfect character, perfect actor for this character.
Thank you. Yeah, David, I remember when you had approached me about this project. I had actually just completed watching a docudrama myself, and I kind of prayed about it, and I was thinking, one day I want to be able to create a docudrama like that. And it's so, only God can do that, because that week is the week that you actually called me and introduced me to SOW and told me, hey, they want to start this new type of study and literature.
So you were in your background and 你说中文, right? And people are probably going to be curious why American Indian, why you speak fluent Mandarin. 你可以跟我们讲一下你为什么中文能够说中文呢？
可以。我毕业了在武汉大学医学院。
武汉大学 yes. That's how we met each other.
Yes. Actually, the place where you and I actually met decades ago.
所以你的主修是 what's your major?
It was actually medicine, and I'm actually majored in psychiatry.
Yes, 你是在医学院里面主修心理学。See, that's why I think that you're a perfect writer for this Book of Job, because that your major is psychologist, right? 所以the conversation between Job and God, right? 事实上在约伯跟上帝的conversation 的对话当中呢，其实是有很多心理上面的分析。So I are going to, I was thinking that you were going to be a perfect person to write this script and also act to it.
Thank you.
During the production, I visited Florida, which is your hometown.
Yes.
And in Florida, I visited your dad, right?
Yes.
And 你的父亲 actually 他能够说耶稣他家乡的话，而且用它作为主导文。I
Yes.
was amazed. I was so amazed. Can
Yes.
you share a little bit why your father speaks, the language 2,000 years ago language?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my family lineage, we are known as the Pugla Mutton family, and we are the first Christian Indian family in the world. We were converted by Thomas himself, Apostle Thomas.
Saint Thomas.
Saint
Which
Thomas.
is 就是那个怀疑的多马，圣经上那个门徒多马。
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Saint Thomas himself.
Wow. Doubting Thomas. Huh?
Yes, doubting Thomas. 2,000 years ago, yes. So that's a part of history that a lot of people don't know about, but it's actually my family's generational history. Thomas actually, when Jesus appeared and said, okay, put your finger through the hole in my hand and stuff, Thomas got a vision to go to India from Jesus, and Thomas went to India. And the place he went to in India is known as Kerala. And Kerala is my hometown. And Thomas actually visited 5 Hindu kings that were there. And what they were doing was they were taking water and they were throwing it into the lake for Lord Ganesh. And Thomas asked them, my brothers, and he spoke in our language, David, which is very, it's such a local dialect, not even a lot of people.
I know he was the first missionary went to Asia. 就亚洲，他是去亚洲的第一个宣教士。Yeah, I heard he has done a lot of amazing miracles, right?
Yeah. He performed one major miracle that actually converted all of us into Christianity. So the Hindu kings were throwing the water into the river for Lord Ganesh, and he asked them a question. My brothers, what is Lord Ganesh doing? Like, how do you know his presence is there? If you take the water and you throw it, does the water transform? How do you know? And the Hindu kings thought that Thomas didn't understand the laws of physics and chemistry. So they said, anything that goes up must come down. That is the law of physics and chemistry.
Yeah, gravity. Yeah.
But you know what Thomas said, David? Thomas said, what if I told you I walked with a man who could defy physics and chemistry? And what if I told you that God is with me right now, and he will show his presence known right now? And the Hindu kings said, if you can do that, and you can show a miracle like that, our 5 kingdoms will bow down. Thomas took the water and he threw it up and he said, Lord, let your will be done. And it turned to icicles right in front of them.
Wow, that's amazing. Even though, like we are not saved by miracle, we saved by grace.
Amen.
Jesus Christ's blood.
Yes.
But 你不觉得这是非常奇妙的一件事情？一个曾经没有信心、怀疑的多马，最后变成一个行神迹，行得非常大的。就像耶稣说，将来你们要行的神迹比我行的这个神迹还大。所以 Thomas is an amazing story. And then your family, because that your family all are Christian for 2,000 years. Wow, that's longer than British people. Oh, that's my God. Yeah.
We were completely removed from the caste system, and we went through a lot of persecution and suffering because of our faith. We left a kingdom on earth to pursue a kingdom of heaven.
I remember that, we had to do something on your hair. You want to share about that?
Yeah. Let's.
Because we were talking about my hair. Now I'm going to talk about your hair.
Let's share that traumatic experience. I was sitting in the chair getting ready to play Job, and the makeup artist was putting on the makeup for 8 hours. I had to sit there like this. And then the makeup artist was coming to my hair. Remember that? It's coming to my hair. And she said, okay, you can wear a ball cap on your head to make him look bald, but that's going to take you another 3 hours on top of the 8 hours. That means we would have lost even a day of filming. So we were coming up, remember we were brainstorming, me and the artist, we were brainstorming things that we could do. And she came up with the idea, oh, well, we can maybe shave your head. And I remember you, David, coming to my rescue and saying, no, you are not going to shave my actor's head. You are definitely not going to do that. And I was like, David, thank you so much. And then what did you tell them? You told them, instead of shaving his head, cut patches in his head. So thank you for that. And before I could do anything, there were patches in my head, just like that picture.
I still have the video in my phone saying, cut it more, cut it more.
Yeah.
要把你的头
Yeah.
弄得像癞痢头一样. Well, because in the book of Job, that's how Job cut his own hair, right?
Yeah. So
凡事都要非常的真实. It has to be very realistic.
Yeah, and it was. It wasn't only realistic to everybody on the production, but it was realistic to the people in McDonald's. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that. Tell me about that. Yeah. 我们他的头我把它弄得像癞痢头之后，那个衣服也穿着就是还没有换衣服，还是穿着那个道具的服装。我们因为肚子饿了，就跑去麦当劳的那个 drive-thru， 然后那个麦当劳卖汉堡的那个服务员呢，就眼睛看着那个 Abrraham 就说，哦，你可以拿去不赚你的钱，因为他可能觉得我们是流浪汉，是 homeless， 或者是我们想要抢他的汉堡。Anyway.
So David, let's talk a little bit about our cooperation with SOW. I want to just hit on some, some beautiful moments and times that, we had a cooperation with our wonderful partners at SOW, and how you
SOW,
Susan and
stand for Spring of Water Ministry, International Ministry.
Spring of Water
中文
International.
是中文是播种国际事工。Susan, I met her in 台北，我在台北跟她碰面。她邀请我们来做这个约伯记。当她一提到约伯记，我第一个想到的，I thought about you actually right away. You know, not only you look like Job, 而且你还就是在这个Job 上面呢非常的好，in the writing and the acting.
So I when you had come to me with the project and everything, I had the opportunity to be able to have a discussion, you, me, and Susan Chen, who was the pastor. And I have to say that I love that everything she does, she prays about. That was the thing that really stood out to me. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate SOW, Spring of Water International, and I appreciate Susan for having that sight to try something as new as putting this drama in with the education and everything. It was something very different for them to do.
播种他们的课程，圣经课程的 video， 我相信影响了很多的人。可是我们的第一集放在 YouTube 上面。How many ratings? 我看好多人在看 right?
Yeah, and right now we have more than 15,000 views.
Wow. So I think that people should go purchase the rest of the episodes because it's also very good.
Yeah. I think that it's important that each and every single one of those episodes are so compelling, and how the Dr. Chloe Chun, how she explains everything and how the drama comes together. It's really, really a beautiful series that, that should.
And I know that I remember that you are really putting your heart into this acting. Can you share the moment that you been Job and how that happened? And
Yeah.
You were been crying in front of the camera for like more than 5 minutes, and how did that happen?
Yeah. So, David, I remember that, it was a long day, and we had rehearsed. And I remember you coming to me and saying, okay, we have a lot of good scenes. It's just, we don't have the scene,
Yes.
Remember that? And I remember what you told me. You were like, I got a vision. This next scene is going to be that scene. And you told me to go to the middle of the ground there, right in front of that green screen. You told the production team to turn the light on right on me, and you told everybody to move out, and you turned all the lights out. So it was complete pitch dark, just that light. And I'm telling you, David, that was the moment for me. When that light hit my face like that, I became Job. And I cried for 5 minutes. We kept that in there intact. And I appreciate it. That's what it is for you to be a really great director, to push your actors the way that you do, David. But that was the defining moment for me. And then from there on, I just became more and more emotional, and really got to get into, I didn't even see anybody else. I was just in it. And it was important to get the message out there.
Yeah, to be honest with you, that I really see Job coming out from the book, and actually, alive.
Yeah.
So that was amazing. Thank you very much.
And thank you, David. Thank you.
And also, I have to share the one testimony.
Okay.
I remember when I was flying over to do my directing from Canada, Vancouver to Florida. It's a long way long flight, and I stopped over in San Francisco. That was a beautiful Sunday morning, and I because the transferring is like 4 hours, 5 hours in between. I went to a Sunday service in a church called River Life Church, and then there's an English service there. The pastor actually picked me in front of everybody. I'm the only one he picked me. 他只把我叫起来，然后他就说：“弟兄，我今天有感动要告诉你。
真的吗？
你在这个 journey， 你正要去做一个很重要的神的工作。我愿神祝福你。” That's amazing. I was like,
Amen.
How do you know? Like, how do you know? I'm going to actually to make a video of a book of Job. Right? I didn't tell him that, but he, like, that's amazing. That's really amazing. And next Sunday, that is another miracle happened. Church there is like thousands of churches in Florida. Like you can't imagine, every corner has 每一个角落都有教会有教堂，然后太多选择，我们不知道去哪个教堂。我们 remember I was like open the Google, I go like boom, let's go this one.
I remember. Randomly chose a church. It wasn't near our hotel or anything like that. You randomly chose a church, and we were like, this is a great church. And we didn't know anything about the church or anything. And when we go there, our main production manager ends up being the production manager for that church.
I know. I believe that there's a 5,000 members there, right?
Yeah.
And then we are sitting over there, and then people waving to me.
Yeah.
Right. And I was shocked.
Yeah. So, a lot of miracles.
A lot of miracles during these projects.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe this is God's work. Yeah.
Yes, it is definitely God's work. And
Yeah.
So now, David, I'm just gonna kind of conclude. I just want to take this time to thank every single person. I want to thank Susan Chen for praying about it and having the insight to, bring on filmmakers and trusting us with the message of the Bible and trusting us to work with the theologians and creating that union and that cooperation. And by doing that and by her insight and with the message that she received from God, look at what we created. And this is a one of a kind thing. This is a type of series, David, that you're not going to find in other ministries. You won't find it. Our blood, sweat, tears, our faith, everything, our background, everything went into making this.
Remember what Job is in the Bible saying. Job actually 他是完全正直，他是敬畏神，他是远离恶事。So as long as we are like that and we giving ourselves to God, 那我相信神会在我们身上做奇妙的工作。To make a Christian ministry video, 这是我们的 mission。Right， 这是我们的使命，所以我们希望有更多的 opportunity， 有更多的机会让 audience 能够看到这些 message。And you have done very well. To be a next character.
Yeah. Don't touch my hair. No, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shave it all this time. I'm very happy to talking to you, though.
It was an honor again, David, to talk to you, to touch base with you, to give our insight and background on the book of Job. And to everybody out there that's watching this, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We put our blood, sweat, our tears, our faith in it. Susan Chen, thank you so much for allowing us to come and take this beautiful chapter in the Bible and be able to create it in the way that it came out to be. And David, we have more than 15,000 views. And the way that I look at that is that those are not views, those are potential believers, and
exactly.
We can't ask for more than that. We couldn't ask for more than that. Thank you so much. And I'm going to conclude with one last thing. My favorite line from what Job said, he said, "My ears have heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you. And therefore, I retire to dust and ashes." And that was the whole process for me in this project, is that I knew about Job. Yeah, I knew about Job.
I was actually thinking of the same thing.
Wow.
Yeah. 我风闻有你，如今亲眼见到你，如今亲眼见到上帝。That's awesome.
Yeah, I myself learned a lot from this series. I learned a lot from the professors. I learned a lot from the history of it and everything. So we didn't only just make the project with SOW, we were learning from that project. And that's a beautiful thing. And I hope that what we learned and our experiences, everything like that, you're able to see when you watch this Book of Job docudrama series. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Glory to God.
Glory to God.
上帝得到荣耀. Okay.
See
you next time, Abe.
See you next time. See you next project, buddy.